But we start with a dramatic first weekend in the Women's Super League. Sue, good morning to you once again. Before we get into all of that, what a wonderful opening weekend. Goals, drama and plenty of talking points, weren't there?
Yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. I think on Friday, everyone involved in women's football was just so excited watching the build-up on Sky Sports News and then the actual game, you know, the whole Sky treatment. Good win for Manchester United, but then to have it through the whole weekend, Super Sunday, it's just something I think we've wanted for a long time. And I think Casey Stoney said it was groundbreaking, and you know I couldn't disagree with her. So yeah, the football lived up to it as well, particularly on the Sunday game, the Arsenal-Chelsea. Yeah, it certainly did. Let's get into some of the drama then. And calls from the Chelsea manager Emma Hayes for VAR to be introduced into the women's game. This after Beth Mead's second goal appeared to be offside. So have a listen to this.
She's 2 yards offside, but we're not at the stage with VAR yet. We should be demanding that. I heard the girls earlier say it's expensive for goal line technology and VAR. We shouldn't accept lower standards for women's football. We should demand that VAR and goal line technology is part of our sport, and as soon as possible, because the product's really, really good. The officials are under a lot of pressure. She was 2 yards behind the play. She makes a mistake. She's human. They're improving, but they need help with technology. It's entered the men's game. It should absolutely be in the women's game.
OK, so let's get to it then. So how much of a fair point does Emma Hayes have here about treating the women's game equally?
Well, I think the ideal would, of course, be to have VAR and goal line technology in the women's game. But unfortunately, I don't think we're at that level yet in terms of, you know, the finances that we would need to have that sort of, you know, level of VAR and goal line technology. It would cost between 3 and 4 million, and you know the Championship can't afford to have it. And I think the money that the women's game are getting through the TV deals are going on other things that are probably more important at this moment in time in terms of trying to help the officials. You know, we've got a professional game, but we don't have professional officials. I think we have to remember that. So I think when we're saying, oh, they should have seen that or they should have done that, you know, they're making mistakes. They need help as well. And I think it now helps that they're under the PGMOL, so I think that they're having support with the sports science and the psyche and helping training them. So they are developing and they are getting better. I think the other side of the women's game is helping clubs that need help in terms of, I don't know, their training facilities or in terms of bringing in players. So the money's going elsewhere. So yeah, ideally it would be great, and if we had those sort of finances to do that. You can understand the frustration from Emma Hayes. It was the goal that lost them the game, that was clearly offside. But Reading also had a point because their goal that went in that wasn't allowed, it went over the line. I think, you know, Kelly Chambers could have said, because that was a real pivotal point in that game, it would have been 1-1, could have changed the game. Manchester United went down the other end, 3 or 4 minutes later they scored and it was 2-0. So yeah, it would be ideal, but I just think the money that we have at the moment is going in other places that is probably needed more at this moment in time.
So progression rather than perfection.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I hear you.